Woo, guys, Islamophobia is real. It is real. And mostly we experience Islamophobia in European countries, because if we look into our recent news currently, we have seen London, women in London, Muslim women in London experiencing violence from men from that place simply because they are Muslims, And we also have witnessed a protest in Netherlands where now women were assaulted by men, actually policemen. You see, at some point we try to overlook into these matters, and we realize that the regimes themselves they contribute a lot into ensuring that Islamophobia actually exists. I won't talk about the political figures or anything, but this is an observation that has been made by not only me, but also some of the news reports that have been conducted by some of the people. Anyways, everyone, let's brainstorm on this and let's check into some of the videos that shows Islamophobia as a real existing thing in different states. Not only in the European states, but in different states.
This horrifying incident where a Muslim woman was violently and deliberately struck by a car driving past has been downplayed by the media, and there's only one reason why. It's because it was a Muslim woman that was the victim of this attack. If that had been a Jewish woman or a white woman where a Muslim man had driven by, the response would have been completely different by the media. And Muslim women, immigrant women, and women of colour have every reason to feel more threatened and more vulnerable. This was a deliberate hate crime, and it could quite easily have been a murder. Restore, Reform, the far right have deliberately spread false racist narratives about Muslims and immigrants, and the consequences of these hateful racist narratives are most often Muslim and immigrant and women of colour. And sisters who are most conspicuously Muslims are most often targeted and attacked. Muslim, immigrant and women of colour will not tolerate this kind of violence against us. We call on women's organisations, we call on community organisations and individuals to unite and support the additional threats and the additional violence that is now targeted at Muslim women, immigrant women and women of colour.
So, hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Nuzla Abdul Halim, and as of today, I will be dwelling into some of the existential Islamophobic notions that have been affecting our Muslim brothers and sisters out there. So, as of today, I'll be diving into London cases and Netherlands cases. Please stay with me to the end of this video and ensure to like, share, and comment on the comment section of this video. So guys, as we've witnessed in London, we've had a white man who decided to murder a Muslim woman by running her down across the street. I mean, the woman was just crossing the road and he just chose to run over her and then just do a hit and run. You see, so this incident was actually captured in a camera which was on the door of that nearby house. But guess what? It was ignored. I mean, for sure. She's a Muslim, and over there people are Islamophobic. So the incident was ignored. But luckily, the footage of this video was uploaded by an initiative by the name Muslim Social Justice Initiative that is now currently calling on for the justice of this woman. From this condition, this woman has not even, the condition of this woman has not even been known. No one is following up on this. And it is contemporarily known because the people of this initiative chose to post this on their Instagram post. That's when we got to be aware of this kind of a situation. So it is believed that in the European countries, Muslims only help each other. I mean, it's very rare for them to actually be helped by any other person, according to what the report says. But not everyone is bad. Yeah, there could be some others who are Islamophobic and maybe they choose to be silent about it. But there could be others who would showcase their Islamophobia to you and maybe do other bad things to you, you see, and pretend like they don't care or something. So we have different people with different personalities, but it is believed that the Muslim communities abroad or maybe even in other countries have been facing these issues, and they only help each other. As you can see from what is happening in London, the Muslim Initiative ended up helping their poor fellow woman who had been run over by that white supremacist. Moving forward to Netherlands, we have witnessed a protest where women have marched across the streets, standing in solidarity for a woman who has been abused, for two women actually, who have been allegedly assaulted by the policemen in that particular country. So what happened to them was this policeman had the audacity to kick one of the women in her stomach, and the other one had the audacity to hit the other woman with a baton. So, it's really tragic because we don't really get to the reasons why these people behave these ways towards the Muslims. Because my message to all is, my concern is, or my questions are, what have we Muslims done to you guys to an extent that we face such hatred from you guys? What is wrong with us being hijabis? When you guys do whatever you do, we don't really intervene into them. But when we do ours, you show so much interest into what we do, to an extent you even develop hatred and end up hitting us or abusing us across the streets or in public. You see? Anyways, we don't have to forget about this other incident where we saw the Australian political figure by the name Pauline, who chose to pull a stunt wearing a burqa, walking into the parliament, showcasing her burqa, and then, from whatever she had done, it was really hard for us to figure out what she was trying to say. Because, okay, from doing that, what are you really getting from doing it? What was your intention by doing all of that? Trying to propagate blasphemy or what? What was she trying to do? Because what is the problem with a woman wearing a burqa or covering herself? That's part of the teachings of our religion. What's with you and talking bad about the teachings of another person's faith? So anyways, after she pulled such a stunt, there was a boy, a 17-year-old boy, who acknowledged it and claimed, his name is Borak, he claimed that this political figure does not really like Muslims. And it's quite conspicuous because from that stunt, who would not believe that this kind of woman has so much hatred in her towards Muslims? You see, I think it's high time every one of us accepts change. That's what I said. And we should all learn to respect each other's religions. You see, it is through these hatreds and societal thinkings towards other people's faith or religions that ensures the propagation of violence towards other peoples of other faith. I know we've been having this issue of Muslims being regarded as the biggest terrorists in the entire world. I wouldn't dwell into the politics of this, but I'd say one thing for sure. And I'm sure most of us, from looking into how these things are going on and all, we are all aware that the issue of terrorism is just being embedded with the Muslims. it is not actually existential, you see. Because if you give me an example of Boko Haram, I'll tell you Boko Haram are not really Muslims. Okay, they could be Muslims, but from their actions, that's not what Islam is teaching us, you see. So terrorism is just an ideology propagated by the Westerns, but it doesn't actually exist or does not really propagate or show that we are actually the terrorists across the world. So my proposition to you all, everyone, is please and please and please, let us educate one another in preventing this violence. I mean, if you see a person with so much hatred, just try to sweet talk them out so that they can remove that notion or idea from their minds, and so that we can deter future violences that happen due to the differences in these religions or in this faith. In this faith. If we don't choose to do that and allow things to go to allow things go the way they are going on right now, we are really going to suffer and we are really going to experience more violence. Our main aims, not only ours, but also the organization's aim, is to ensure that this world remains a peaceful place for every one of us, where any man, any woman of any different religion is safe to speak out for themselves and to also preach their own religions and to also practice their own teachings. Anyways, everyone, that's it for today. Please ensure to subscribe, like, comment, and share, and also create awareness on these issues so that we can deter these in our future. Thank you so much for staying with me to the end of this video. Ensure to subscribe, guys, and bye-bye.